Hi guys. So D23 was a bummer. We barely got anything, but we did manage to find out the cast for the upcoming Thunderbolts MCU Phase 5 movie. That was quite a lot actually to say, which is coming out in 2024. And that was pretty much the only amazing reveal, apart from the trailers and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I wasn't 100% overjoyed at some of the characters they decided to join the Thunderbolts lineup. I was expecting a little bit more of a different lineup. But yeah, so we're going to go through the 2024 lineup first and react to that in a sense. And then we're going to talk about who we actually expected to see join the lineup too. But before we get into that, please remember to like and subscribe. So we sort of knew that Valentina was going to be in charge of the team. So that wasn't a massive surprise. Was it a surprise for you guys?
No.
So we knew that she was going to be appearing. And we knew that she had recruited John Walker and Yelena. So they also weren't surprised. I think it's safe to say everybody was expecting them to be in the Thunderbolts. You were expecting them as well, right, Grace?
Yeah, I was expecting like a dark Avenger team build up somehow. But yeah.
And joining them in the Thunderbolts lineup is Taskmaster. Now, I'm not mad at this. I think this could be like a really good opportunity to bring her back in like after the events of Black Widow, because we barely got to see her. So it'd be great. But yeah, this one was a surprise because I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I didn't really think like much about the Thunderbolts cast, if that makes sense. But this one was kind of a bit of a surprise for me, because I don't think we'd heard anything about Taskmaster joining it.
Yeah.
So, Grace?
Because the Taskmaster was basically a wasted villain in the Black Widow. We didn't know much about this character. So it would be quite a good experience for us to learn about who she is and why. But I am like, why is she joining? Because I am quite surprised she is part of it, because I thought if she was kind of like manipulated into working for her father, then I would just try to, if I was her, I'd just break away, never do it again. But be interested to see why she's reappearing and all that. So
yeah, that's a really good point. It's a really good point actually. Like, why are any of these people, like, how do they come to be recruited? But yeah, next up was Red Guardian. I do like David Harbour, and I liked his relationship with Natasha and Yelena, even though we won't be seeing the relationship between him and Natasha because you know why. But yeah, so it will be nice to see him again, and I sort of have an idea of like how he gets recruited, because maybe Yelena's like, oh yeah, let's get the Red Guardian involved as well, because they know each other. I mean, it's like her father sort of in a sense. But yeah, who knows? Maybe another reason. But yeah, that was another surprise too. So that'd be good.
Yeah, wasn't expecting him because I don't know, because when you first hear the Thunderbolts, I assume it was going to be like a team full of like bad guys and all that. So I was quite surprised when he joined the lineup. But yeah, it'd be interesting. It might reconnect his relationship with Yelena and other bits.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Getting to see some more father-daughter sort of moments. That'd be cool. Another one was Ghost, Ava. I really liked her. I loved her in Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp. So yeah, I'm quite thrilled actually that she's going to be in the Thunderbolts team. Yeah, I can't see why she'd join, because of the whole like what happened to her and stuff, like how she was used and stuff. So I don't really get how that would work.
Yeah.
Like,
I think she just got enough of S.H.I.E.L.D. and she wants to join a new team, I think. So, but maybe she wants redemption or something, I'm not sure. Or because I thought she was long gone, to be honest, after Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah,
but
I thought that was the last of it. Yeah, so it's that's quite nice actually that we get to see some of these characters who we wouldn't expect to come back to actually come back. But yeah, the last character now, this one I'm 100% angry with. They've put Bucky in the lineup too.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but why? Like, he deserves some sort of peace at least, like, after everything. And I feel like after the events of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, like it was perfect. Like, they did him justice. I mean, there was still more that we could explore, and I wanted that. But I didn't want him to see him like get into this because, but yeah, I thought he was gonna like take a step back and then he was gonna like, you know, be able to work on some stuff, like work on himself and stuff. But he's literally been thrust back into the limelight, and I didn't really expect to see him in the team. I would have imagined him to be in the team like before the events of like Endgame and Infinity War and stuff like that. Like I could see him like after the events of like Civil War or something, like if he was to join then. But the Bucky that we know now, the Bucky that we know now should not be in the team. I don't know.
No.
Mucky sounds like some sort of like puppet or something. Sorry, I
yeah, that was a shock to me as well. Because, like I said before, I thought Thunderbolts was meant to be like a bad guys team up. So I was really sure thinking like Marvel has decided to throw Bucky back in the bad guys group thing, and so yeah, like Emily, I thought he just wanted to rest, take a step back from this whole hero thing, and just wanted to live his life, not to be part. And I don't think he's gonna like enjoy working, like because John Walker's gonna be in it. So I think they're gonna have some rivalry between them. And also, why is Bucky working with like a woman who's sort of seen like the bad guy actually? So
yeah,
she see like what's her name again? Sorry,
Valentina.
Yeah, Valentina. She seems like the bad guy. So why is he working with her? Like,
yeah,
that's a big mystery.
That's the interesting point, like how it all comes together and stuff. But saying that though, I can see Bucky actually taking like being the leader in the whole group.
Yeah,
if that's the lineup that we get, that I think Bucky would be the leader. So maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Because I wouldn't want anybody else really to be the leader. I feel like Bucky. Oh, actually, Yelena would be cool as well. But yeah,
I can see her.
Yeah. So moving on to characters that we wanted to see join. So I mean, I think the number one maybe person was Abomination, played by Tim Roth. I've absolutely been loving his appearance in She-Hulk. It's been amazing. Like that's one of the best things of She-Hulk was the cameos, and especially seeing Abomination and like just like the act, like the actor literally just reminds you of the show Lied to Me. Like his whole like personality and stuff, it just reminds me of that. And I don't know, I really expected him to be in the Thunderbolts. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I know he's sort of like he's working on himself and he's like going on a solo spiritual mystical journey and stuff, but
yeah,
is that the last you see
of him? At the same time, he's still got Abomination, so that would have made sense if he was recruited and used Abomination like to fight or something for the good or evil. So it would have made a lot of sense.
Yeah, and this is his way of like getting his name cleared as well, because loads of people are scared of him. Like there was that hearing scene in She-Hulk, and you could see that they were like all like when he was turning into the Abomination, they were literally freaked out. So this could be his way, like similar to like Bucky as well, because he needs to try and redeem himself because because of what happened. But yeah, another character I was expecting, and I'm actually really shocked because like 100%. Tons of people loved him in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like all of the memes and stuff that I was seeing, like I remember sending one to Grace. So I'm talking about Simo. He made sense, but I can sort of see why again he wouldn't want to join because US government, and then he's from Sokovia, and then like that's a bit. But yeah, I was expecting him. I would have loved that.
Yeah, I agree. Like he's a mastermind. He's a criminal genius. So that would have made sense. I could see him lead the team, but yeah, it's a shame. I don't know if they're planning for him to do something worse in the future, or they just didn't. It just didn't came to their minds.
So the last one, I mean, there's always so many other characters that I would, want to see, but this is one that we had already sort of like had the hint of like being in the MCU. So I'm talking about Red Hulk, General Ross. But this is a tricky one as the actor who played Ross, like William Hurt, died earlier this year. So perhaps he was going to be in the Thunderbolts team. I mean, we don't really know, but there are rumors now that Harrison Ford is actually going to play the Red Hulk, and Marvel can twist this somehow. They can make this work, and especially when you think about variants and stuff, like this can 100% happen, and this would be amazing. Like Red Hulk, She-Hulk, Hulk, normal Hulk, like Hulk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it makes sense for Red Hulk to be in there. I mean, General Ross has been in the MCU, so like literally like nearly since day one. So this whole build up, like it kind of been for nothing, and it's really sad that the actor died. But you know how it works in the MCU. Like they could easily bring in a variant version of General Ross, and that could be played by Harrison Ford, and then he could be the Red Hulk for our MCU. Yeah.
I wasn't thinking too much of like any ideas because I thought they sort of had nearly everyone, but because in the beginning I thought Thunderbolts was sort of the same as like the Dark Avengers, like the opposite of Avengers, but like fighting for evil. So I was just thinking, what's the one person they could use, like if they were fighting? And I would just think, well, they have Wanda, who is a magical person, and I just think, who else is magical? And I think Agatha could have been a very good member.
Ooh.
Just like because like she's magical, she's actually really powerful if you've seen WandaVision. So I could just see her like fighting with Yelena, Ghost, and Taskmaster. I think she would be pretty cool, and she bring comedy into the team. So yeah, that's
that would have been cool. That's quite a good idea, actually.
Yeah,
Marvel, here, Grace.
I can't think of anyone else now, but I'm pretty sure there would have been others that would have been like Killmonger. Actually, would have been a good if he was still alive. Maybe he would have been a good member, but like they would have still been that yellow Black Panther costume. But yeah, sadly not. But I can't think of anyone else now, unfortunately. Or I haven't been. Well, I just like I said, I don't think I can't think of anyone else. So
yeah, I mean that's the thing with the MCU. Like this could be our current like Thunderbolts team, but in like 5 years' time, like we could see like new members and the current members like switch. Like we could see like mix. So it'll just depend.
Yeah, I was thinking of some like of the Spider-Man villains, like the Vulture or anyone like that. But I just think save that for Sinister Six. They got their own team, so
that's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. I'm just sort of thinking now, what if Green Goblin just the Thunderbolts?
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Because they could see like one side and then the other side, and I'll be like, oh, which side? What's going on?
Yeah. But yeah. So thank you guys for watching our video for the Thunderbolts. Tell us in the comments down below on your thoughts, and do you like the cast, or do you think there's anyone that Marvel is missing? If you do, again, comment down below. But before you leave, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down below. And check out other videos, check out our reviews on Marvel and Disney, our reactions to other films, check out our games and pranks. We've done lots of them, all fun. And check out our website. It tells information about us, the whole team. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. If you do, we follow you back. It's a trade-to-trade thing. And please subscribe. It would mean a lot to us. And thank you again. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.